This book inventory is becoming an annual tradition. My team of volunteers should be here shortly. Allie said she'd come.
Oh, yeah? She's barely talking to me.
Season 12 of When Calls the Heart is just around the corner. But before we dive into all the exciting new drama, let's take a little trip down memory lane. Remember when we were first introduced to the breathtaking landscapes of the Canadian West and we fell in love with the charm of When Calls the Heart? One of my favorite quotes from the original books by Janette Oke is, "Sometimes the most ordinary things could be made extraordinary simply by doing them with the right people." And now, with Season 12 on the horizon, I think we've definitely got the right people in place. So what's coming in When Calls the Heart Season 12? After that wild cliffhanger in Season 11, we've got some major questions to answer. What's next for Elizabeth and Nathan after that shocking news about Jack? Will Lucas find love again? And what's going to happen with Bill and Rosemary's awesome partnership? Stick around, because we're about to break down everything we know so far, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Let's kick things off with some recent deets. Erin Krakow has been keeping the excitement for When Calls the Heart rolling with some festive behind-the-scenes footage. She shared a hilarious Instagram video with the caption, "Sound up, dare not to smile." In the video, the cast is having an absolute blast on set, with everyone in high spirits while filming. You can catch some of the cast members enjoying the fun, along with a bunch of goofy off-screen moments. It's the perfect sneak peek into the show's joyful vibe, and trust me, it'll definitely put a smile on your face. But wait, there's more.
Thought about it yet?
Still thinking.
Still thinking about what, may I ask?
I told Lucas about the book I wrote, and he offered to help me.
Here.
Erin also posted some behind-the-scenes shots that are honestly too funny to miss. In one, she and co-star Jess Brown are making some seriously weird faces, and honestly, it's a whole mood. The post, which went up around November 9th, sparked tons of reactions from fans. Some were like, "Gee, what did Santa tell you?" while others pointed out that Jess's character Olivia was giving major Hocus Pocus vibes with that lip pout, looking like a Sanderson sister moment. It's clear that even when the cameras aren't rolling, the cast is having fun and keeping things lighthearted. If you haven't cracked a smile yet, this one will definitely do the trick. Erin kept the buzz alive after the November 9th premiere of her holiday movie, Santa Tell Me, part of Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas, by dropping some major updates on Instagram. She teased fans with, "Hi, hey, have you heard the good news?" Season 12 of When Calls the Heart is officially set to premiere on Sunday, January 5th, 2025 at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's only 6 months after the Season 11 finale. Talk about keeping the momentum going. Erin's post also gave fans a sneak peek at the new season, showcasing all your favorite characters along with a fresh face. Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie. The trailer? Total vibe. Get ready for exciting cast updates, the premiere date, and plenty of surprises that'll keep you hooked for the new season. Now, aside from all the excitement about Season 12, we've still got some big questions left over from Season 11 that need answers. Let's dive into the finale, shall we? So in that intense cliffhanger moment, Superintendent Hargraves interrupts Elizabeth and Nathan just as they're sharing a sweet moment after Mike and May's wedding. He pulls Elizabeth aside to talk about her late husband Jack. Now, Jack, as we know, tragically died in a landslide back in Season 5, but there are some wild theories floating around that maybe, just maybe, he's still alive. What we do know for sure is that the stars filmed several different versions of that cliffhanger scene. McGarry, who plays Nathan, told TV Insider all of those endings were in the same world, it was just variations of different things. It was always going to be the idea that they're getting pulled apart. He also added, "It's nice you don't see it coming. It's this kind of comical light thing, and all of a sudden, this really heavy news comes out of nowhere. Talk about leaving us hanging, right? What's the truth behind that bombshell? Guess we'll have to wait for Season 12 to find out." So, now that we know that bombshell about Jack has been dropped, how will it affect Nathan and Elizabeth? The two have only just gotten together, and it's a bit of a shocker to see their relationship put to the test so soon. Before this, their biggest issue seemed to be the constant interruptions, but now they've got a whole new emotional challenge on their hands. McGarry admitted that there's definitely a bit of fear on his character's part. There's a bit of fear that maybe he'll lose what he holds dear. And Elizabeth? Well, according to Erin Krakow, Elizabeth is mostly in shock. But as she navigates this surprising twist, Elizabeth turns to the person she loves and trusts most, Nathan. As Krakow put it, who could have predicted that Hargraves would be coming to talk to her about that at all? But about that?
From the very first moment we met, I knew heaven had sent an angel into my life. I don't know when I'm coming back, so I don't know if it's fair to ask you to wait for me.
Jack.
It's a lot to take in, especially considering what it took for Elizabeth and Nathan to finally get together. But despite the heavy news, we're hopeful they'll find a way to move forward. After all, their bond has already withstood a lot. How they work through this new challenge is definitely something we'll be watching closely in Season 12. It's going to be an emotional ride. One of the most burning questions heading into Season 12 is, will Lucas get a new love interest? Now that Elizabeth has made it clear to her ex-fiancé that she'll be attending the wedding with Nathan, the two seem to be moving into the realm of friendship. But that leaves us wondering, what's next for Lucas? Will he find love again? His past certainly came back to haunt him with Janette's return, and maybe that will serve as a reminder of what he shouldn't be looking for in a match going forward. As for the When Calls the Heart family, Season 12 is bringing back many familiar faces. Kevin McGarry and Aaron Krakow are of course returning as Nathan Grant and Elizabeth Thatcher Thornton. We also have Ben Rosenbaum, who plays Mike Hickam, sharing his excitement about the upcoming season on Instagram. And perhaps the biggest surprise, Melissa Gilbert from Little House on the Prairie is joining the cast. There are still a ton of lingering questions that have us eagerly awaiting Season 12, and one of the most intriguing is whether Bill and Rosemary will continue to work together. One of the highlights of Season 11 was definitely watching Bill and Rosemary team up to investigate who shot Lucas. There was something off about the official story, and these two made an unexpected and at times reluctant duo to get to the bottom of it. Their partnership added a unique dynamic to the show, and we can't help but hope to see more of them together in Season 12, even if it's not to solve another mystery. The chemistry between Bill and Rosemary is undeniable, and watching them work together brought a fresh energy to the series. So, will we get more of that in the upcoming season? Fingers crossed. And let's not forget about Fiona. With Kayla Wallace not returning as Fiona in Season 12, as she's off working with her sister and the other suffragettes, fans are left wondering whether she'll be back in the future. Fiona made a brief appearance in the Season 11 finale at May and Mike's wedding, even trying to recruit Faith to join the cause. But with so much of her time spent away from Hope Valley, will she return on a more permanent basis? Krakow has mentioned that scheduling was a factor in her absence, but with Fiona's story still hanging in the balance, could she come back to Hope Valley in Season 12 or even 13? There are so many possibilities. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.